Are you ready to tackle Symphony of the Night in the Inverted Castle? This is probably the music in this new game is probably my favorite in the whole series, and this stage takes the cake.
I don't know how well it's going to come out in the recording.
They literally inverted castle. Everything's upside down.
Yeah, it's actually kind of the 3D model background.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing about Castlevania.
The inverted castle?
Yeah, it's just like...
Oh, you thought you were done with the game?
Yeah, who thought this was a good idea? Like, really,
also, they present the previous enemy wave, but behind you, upside down.
No.
Oh god, what's happening with my... This has happened before.
What's happening?
Maybe there's
Like my laser shot off to the side.
Yeah, maybe there's some way to redirect them that you don't know about.
I think it's just a glitch.
Oh.
They throw a bunch of enemies at you that don't do anything, and then they randomly start firing bullets.
Huh.
It's one of those enemies, they fire bullets after a certain time spent on screen, so you're supposed to kill them quickly.
That's hilarious.
And this is another part where you're not supposed to actually try and kill things. You're just supposed to survive this. Or at least you're supposed to do that as Marissa, because as Remu, she could just let her bullets kill these fairies.
Oh, yeah.
But Marissa doesn't have that option. Seiya Kirin, our Stage 5 boss. Stage 5 bosses in Touhou usually have a gimmick to them. Like in the first Touhou game, Sakuya, most Touhou characters that become playable were once a boss. Sakuya could stop time and lay more bullets. Another character could cut faster than you could see, and she was instantaneous.
When you said Touhou today, I thought you meant the fighting game. I'm like, okay, I can do that. I'm not particularly enamored of it at the moment, but I never really have. Sorry, what were you saying?
Jeez. Oh, man.
Fortunately, in this game we can just continue.
Oh, okay.
We do have a limited number of continues. In the early games you could do this. You have a limited number of continues. You just pick up where you died.
Why are you dying?
Because I'm talking. But in the newer games you had unlimited continues, but it would start you at the beginning of the stage.
Yeah.
Which made it quite hard. I just want to get through the game and be angry.
And be angry?
I think that's why you started playing this.
Because me being angry is funny.
Yeah, it is kind of like rage quit sometimes.
Especially, the bunny girl, Raisin, was a Stage 5 boss, and her thing was she would make bullets invisible.
That's not...
And then she would freeze them and phase them out of focus. Okay. Who are you? This is no place for humans like you. Take your leave at once. I don't wanna. You leave me empty-handed from an interesting place like this? Marissa is a kleptomaniac. She's here to steal stuff. She's not the heroic me. Oh, a tool in your hand. Looks like it has a mind of its own. Do you want to ally with us too? So this person's name is Seiya Kirin. She is an Amano-jaku. In Japanese mythology, there's the Oni, who are brute ogres, they're drunkards, they're violent, but they are honest. An Oni will never tell a lie.
Huh.
They cannot tell a lie. Amano-jaku are scheming, manipulative liars.
Oh.
With the Princess of Treasure, we'll turn Gensokyo on its head. I like that really terribly translated name, the Topsy-Turvy Resistance.
Huh.
Huh.
I wonder...
That sounds bad. If it were up to Marissa, every single incident would go unresolved and she'd just nick all the valuables. Let me say, I'm a human. I don't care if you're a human. As if I'd support turning Gensokyo on its head. That's too bad. At Tsukugami Hakuro's crying, that weird Japanese thing of writing what something else is above it.
Huh.
Owner falling out of its sky will be the last thing it sees.
I'm still not sure what they're actually doing.
They're going to make all the powerless Tsukugami, every tool, every utility, every weapon will become Tsukugami and rule over their former owners.
Huh.
This is why I hate Seiya. This right here.
Light?
She has now flipped the screen.
Oh, God.
So the controls are backwards.
Oh, jeez.
Seiya lives... Yokai have one thing for which they are born, and which they live to fulfill. Seiya is an embodiment of being contrary.
So now it's back to normal?
Yeah.
Hardy har har.
She's as a stage 5 boss. Her non-spells are pretty unimaginative. They just build one. They just are put in between her spell cards and are the same thing, just again and again. Slightly more intense each time. Let's see. Reverse sign. This side down.
I was afraid and hopeful that something like this would happen.
I death bombed. When you die, there's a very short window in which you can bomb.
Oh, okay.
So you did not lose a life?
No. In one of the games, death bombing was actually super powerful, but it consumed 2 bombs.
Oh, huh.
There's also, oh god, I hate these types of spell cards, or just non-spells. At least I earned a life somewhere in there. There was a game I played that was like a Touhou riff where dying gave you no invincibility. All it did was dissolve all the bullets on the screen. So in like this later bosses that had super high fast streams of bullets, one mistake could cost you 3 lives. Dream bow of heaven and earth. So she's firing bows upward. Yeah, I death bombed there as well. Bonus failed. Final spell card.
Reverse hierarchy. Oh no, does she just keep flipping the screen?
Yeah, she spins it now.
Oh jeez.
I'm not doing any damage to her, this is bad.
It's kind of lame.
Sage is one of my favorite characters because she's actually the real villain of this. The final boss is actually a decent person trying to do good things who's been misled with frighteningly poor judge of moral character in that she believes what she knows is an Amano Jaku, who she knows tells only lies.
Nice. Oh, the slime's so cute.
She is pretty adorable. Did you say treasure? Marissa's interest is piqued. I would have... Hey, wait. Treasure. Actually, my goal there was to find treasure. So yeah, I guess I'll better chase after it. Final stage.
Oh, alright.
Mountain from a molehill, castle keep is the name of the
A
song.
pox upon you, slime.
One thing I like about that manga you're reading is the, like, instead of being barbarians, they cast centaurs as, like, knights. Fuck. Let's continue. As, like, knights, and, like, they filled her dialogue with horse puns. If that be your desire, I shall canter to it. And when she says no, she says nay. I was like, I adore this English translation team. Ugh.
This does feel a little last stagey.
Su is a Japanese sound effect that connotes slimy emotion.
Actually, that's mostly a lie. Su is just the first syllable of slime in Japanese. Suraime. Later, Poppy finds the girl who named the slime finds.
It says it connotes, not that it is the sound effect, or is it sound of.
She finds I didn't even have my hand on the controller there. She finds a dryad girl and names her Key because she is a tree.
Huh.
So that's a little devious, the way it switches up there.
Yeah.
So, also, as is another common thing, the mid-boss on the final stage is the stage 5 boss.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta weave in and out.
And never forward.
At least you can hit her from this spot.
Are there any more episodes of Ruby that we haven't seen?
Oh, tons. I finished the season.
Oh, cool.
How many retries do I have? At least they give me full power when I come back.
Yeah. Oh, seems surprisingly lenient.
And is common with final bosses. The last boss immediately comes after the mid-boss. There's no more stage. Our final boss is someone with a bowl on their head.
Okay.
So she has a sewing needle and a little hammer. She is a Kobito, which is a Japanese race of tiny people, like Tom Thumb style. She's tired of the world looking down on her, so she used the magical wish-granting powers of the mallet to make herself bigger. Despite the sprite difference here, she's only about, like, 2 feet tall.
Huh. And also, boss sprites are just bigger than player sprites.
Sukuna Shimimaru. Oh, God. You don't look so small to me. Flipping the world ahead would make a mess of my house. I don't want to do that. Marissa has chronically lame reasons for being a good guy. Uchide's mallet. Grant any wish? You could have granted any wish with the mallet. You chose to become slightly larger.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. That's a lot of bullets. That's something that was introduced in, I think, 12.8 that they carried over to 13 and 4 is the circular life bar. It used to be at the top of the screen. Also, the stars under her name indicate how many health bars she has.
Oh, okay.
So this one's kind of neat. It's got gaps in it, and there's one bullet that's fired in a gap that lags. And you have to dodge those.
I think the fundamental problem with most of these bosses' attacks is that there is a way to dodge them reliably.
Well, that goes into, well, one, it's a video game. Two, it goes into, like, the story where apparently this form of combat was invented by Remu, who is just so overwhelmingly powerful no one would ever be able to beat her. So to resolve disputes, she invented a way where people can make art and fight with it. It's a lot of horseshit.
Oh.
Also, she's sitting in a giant bowl now.
Yeah. No, but you can still damage her.
And you break the bowl. I don't like her non-spells. There's just tons of tiny bullets. I don't know that I'll be able to beat this. I'll at least be able to show you some of her absurd last boss spell cards. Die, 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 die. Let's see. Mallet, grow bigger. She's making the bullets bigger. I cannot continue.
Oh, crap.
Oh, well.
Will you be able to stage select this after you've been to it?
Maybe.
Or do you have to beat it?
I think I have to beat it.
Oh,
well, that was a nice first playthrough. Maybe we'll come back to this later.
yeah, let's take a break at the least. So, next time.
Maybe we'll try Remu, and maybe we'll do better.
She seems to be the easier character.
Yeah, she is designed for beginners. Marissa is for experts. I don't know why I play only her.
Playing Marissa on easy mode seems to be kind of a contrast, like kind of an oxymoron almost.
Or we could play like Sakuya and have Bizarre use the dealer from Halo.
Yeah.
Anyway, maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
Next time.